everyone. Today we have someone super special here with us to answer all of our most asked skin and hair care questions.
I'm Dr. Ruby Dundon, aesthetic dermatologist and medical director at Revive India, and I'm absolutely looking forward to answering all your queries.
So our first question is something we get all the time, and it's actually about home remedies for acne. And I know I've been guilty of it in the past, of applying toothpaste on pimples because I thought it would help. And I know now that it's a no-go. So what is something you would suggest instead?
You know, a quick fix is aloe vera ice. So aloe vera gel and ice. You can even freeze aloe vera gel as ice cubes and apply it on a pimple. It decreases the inflammation immediately. Your zit is gone in a day.
Okay, I'm sure all of you guys have aloe at home. You have ice cubes and ice trays. You can easily try this out. So this is definitely a great hack. So the other question we really get is actually about tea tree oil, and we know it's a pretty effective ingredient, but I think a lot of people don't know how to use it or how to get the most out of it for their skin. So what can you suggest?
Okay, I think the common mistakes a lot of people make is, they think the stronger the better. That's actually not the case in skincare. So if you're trying to control acne, just make sure there's a barrier, the aura carrier. It could be gel, it could just even be water. Just absolutely.
Yeah.
Just don't apply directly because it could be harsh, which leads to pigmentation a lot of times. So that's a common mistake a lot of us make, thinking.
And it's also great for acne-prone skin, right? That's
Absolutely.
probably the best way to use it.
Absolutely.
Got it. Okay, so if you have acne-prone skin, you can definitely try tea tree oil, but just make sure, like Dr. Ruby said, to mix it with something first. So the third thing that we actually get a lot is, we know by now that we should be wearing sunscreen. I hope all of you guys know that you should be wearing sunscreen every day. But I think people are confused about what SPF number to use because there are so many options out there.
Right. A lot of times we think that higher the SPF number, the better it is. That's not the case. So the simple rule of thumb, if it says SPF 40, that means it's good for 40 minutes. And if you're outdoors and you're sweating or you're swimming, just reapply. So in terms of, go with what you feel comfortable with, because it's something that you need to do it on a daily basis. And I get this from a lot of my patients that, it makes me my skin oily.
Yeah.
And I don't have luxury to wash it often in my office. So I usually tell them, add on a little bit of aloe vera gel. Just simple aloe vera gel to your sunscreen, so it'll keep absorbing the excess oil.
Oh, okay.
So that's something that will be helpful.
That's actually a great tip. I've never heard that before. So you guys make sure to use the right SPF, and even though everyone's working from home right now, not to skip the sunscreen even if you're not going outside.
Absolutely.
So out of all the questions, I think the biggest question I would have for you is, what is one of your most favorite skin and hair hacks that you can share with us?
Oh, my favorite is actually the skincare works better if you have a little bit of moisture. So I usually don't completely dry my face post my face wash. I keep a little bit of water on, so damp skin absorbs the creams much better.
Okay.
So that's something that really helps me. It keeps my skin glowing even under makeup. So it's like a primer, which really, really works. In terms of hair, glycerin, the simple molecule glycerin, which is known to treat a lot of skincare ailments as well. But for hair, keeps your scalp clear, helps nourish your hair, even if it's color treated, which a lot of us watch out for, that we can't use it. Yeah, so do I. So glycerin works wonders. Just use it as a pack, like you can apply it 20 minutes prior to your shower. Great for your hair overall and your scalp health as well. So no itchy dandruff or any scalp issues whatsoever. So that's my personal 2 hacks that I use all the time.
So our last question for you today is probably the thing we get asked most, and that is about body pigmentation, whether it's on the underarms, the knees, the inner thigh area. And I know a lot of people are trying some unsafe home remedies. So what's a home remedy you can suggest that is super safe that people can try?
Potato as a vegetable is great for, it does have lactic acid, and it's very gentle on the skin. You can hardly do anything wrong with it.
Okay.
So definitely what you can do is you can use this as a juice. It can be applied as a pack, which does wonders for skin darkening areas, especially sensitive areas where you shouldn't really be experimenting like really harsh ingredients.
Yeah.
So potato juice, potato as whole works wonders for pigmentation.
So if you guys are dealing with this kind of pigmentation, now you know the easiest thing you can do is grab a potato, make some juice out of it, and apply it to the area. So we hope you guys loved hearing all the answers to all of these questions. We know that these are the questions you ask us the most. So thank you so much, Dr. Ruby, for being here with us and answering them.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Okay guys, so until next time, stay tuned and stay glamorous.